3-1 deficit. Plays all too familiar for Ty Lue, but what is it like coaching when the odds are against you? Well, Chauncey sat down with his BFF to find out.
My big shot.
So here we are again, 3-1. What is it about this team that it just seems that you're just much better with your backs against the wall?
You know, I hate it, but that's true. I mean, when our backs are against the wall, you know, we perform. We're a tough-minded team. You know, being on the team with LeBron James, that, you know, he's the most scrutinized player, I think, in NBA history. So, you know, the media's always following us. Now they don't care. Like before, it was like, man, they're talking bad about us, but now they accept it, and now we have to do something about it.
The Cavaliers have thrown a haymaker, highest scoring half in NBA Finals history.
Obviously, you're facing a different team this year with KD on the Warriors, but how much do you pull from that 3-1 deficit? How much motivation do you pull from that from last year?
Well, considering we think we should be 2-2 right now. Even though it's 3-1, I thought, you know, Game 3 got away from us. And using experience from last year, I just think it's good for us. You know, we've been here before. We know we can win in this building. And adding KD makes it tougher, you know. But I still think, you know, KD's hard to stop, you know, and he's going to score his points. I just think, you know, the most dangerous guy over the last 3 finals, and we've talked about, is that Steph Curry. You know, when he's making shots, when he's scoring the basketball, when he's passing the basketball, they're an unbelievable team. So I think, you know, that's the hit of the snake. And, you know, we tried to take him away, and I thought we did a good job in Game 4 of just limiting him to, you know, 13 shots. I just think when he's scoring the basketball and playing free, they're really unstoppable.
There's been a lot of talk in the series about the pace of play, right? And after 2 lopsided losses, you were adamant about continuing to play fast, playing the Cavalier way. What is it that you've seen that nobody else seen?
Well, it's the same thing last year. You know, we got down 0-2, and I said we have to play faster. You know, we have to play with more pace. That's who we are. And they're such a great defensive team. You can't run a lot of offense because they switch everything. So, you know, we got to play with pace, play with speed to hopefully catch them off balance so now we can attack early. And that's who we are. We were the best three-point shooting team in the league, you know. So we know they have, you know, 2 dynamic shooters who are probably the best, you know, 2 of the best of all times. But overall, like, we have a lot of shooters. And when LeBron's getting downhill attacking the basket, Kyrie's attacking the basket, then, you know, it opens up, you know, shots for Kyle Korver, for J.R. Smith, Channing Frye, Kevin Love. So that's how we play. So I know we're playing the Warriors, but we have to be who we are.
Irving for 3. He's a scoring machine.
Kyrie, he's been amazing. He's been amazing the last few games, but he had a tough start to the series. What's been the difference in him in the last 2 games, averaging 39 points a game?
I think, you know, defensively, you know, I think we went to the trap with Steph Curry, you know, getting the ball out of Steph's hands, and Kyrie doesn't have to work as hard defensively because when you blitz, you know, he has to get off the basketball. And I think having to guard Steph the way we guard him the first 2 games and having to score on the other end, I think it wore him down. So I think, you know, and as a player and as a competitor, you know, like Kyrie is, when your man's not scoring, you know, you feel a lot better because you can't, you know, go back on the other end. But I think he's playing faster with a better pace, games 3 and 4. Miss or makes, he's pushing it up. I think he's attacking early against the switches instead of just dribble. He's attacking early, getting to the basket and getting anything he wants.
Do or die, Game 5, you was here last year. What's going to be your message to the team before the game?
We got to, you know, have a carryover from Game 4. I thought our physicality defensively was great. I thought limiting him to 14 points in transition, which is unbelievable, was great. I thought each game in the series we've gotten better, and just got to, you know, cut back on the mistakes of not being aware of falling asleep or letting Steph Curry get 4 or 5 offensive rebounds and getting back in transition. You know, I think it's a big key for us winning Game 5.
Chauncey, did you at least try to get him to cry? At one point during the interview.
That'd be a tall order, B.
Good job, Mr. Big Shot.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
What did you think? The confidence, is it real? Is it soundbite? Does he really feel like they've got a shot?
No, he does. He feels like they should be 2-2. I mean, my biggest takeaway from the interview was we all feel like unanimously if the Warriors win tonight, KD will be the MVP. But Coach Lewis sitting there saying, we got to slow down Steph Curry. He's the most dangerous player on their team. That was my biggest takeaway when we all know that KD's the best player on the team.
Because you have multiple bodies that you can actually throw at Steph versus when LeBron James isn't the person guarding Kevin Durant, that's a distinct mismatch.
Well, it's absolutely right. Steph Curry, when he plays well, they're tough to beat. The one game he didn't play well, they lose. So we got to watch Steph Curry tonight. If he comes out aggressive, getting to the paint, making threes, then it's going to be a long night for Curry, for Cleveland. So that's the one thing you got to watch for.
But the one thing that was uncharacteristic for Steph is he had 0 points in the first quarter, to your point, and that's the major quarter where the Cleveland Cavaliers scored 49 points and really took control of the game.
As a scorer early in that game, you want to see that ball go through the net, whether it's on the free throw line, maybe a couple of early shots. You want to see that ball go through the paint. But the guy I'm keeping my eye on tonight is Klay Thompson.
Okay.
Had 30 in a game here last week. He's the guy. If they're going to trap Steph Curry, Klay's going to have to really get going because they're going to try to limit Steph's shots.
Well, Curry's got to be the man, man. I mean, he's been ridiculed over the last 2 or 3 years. Curry has to be the man tonight. There's no going to Cleveland. He has to be the man tonight if they're going to win. Well, Kyrie is going to come at him in every which way. He has to match that or even play better.
You mean Kyrie's going to come at Klay Thompson?
He's going to come at Curry.
No,
But how about this for Steph Curry? Hold on, I got to hit the brakes. Here's a guy that's averaging 25 points, 9 rebounds, and 8 assists, and shooting 42% from 3 and 95% from the line. He did struggle in the previous game. But to Paul's point, don't be surprised if he come out and have a big game tonight.
I think he'll be big. I think he'll have a great
It's
game,
funny
too.
that you say that. He's playing so great, and he still won't be the MVP of this series. That's how good Kevin Durant, Durantula has
It's
been.
the first time 4 guys have averaged over 25 in the
nickname
It's
finals.
the
by the way.
worst nickname, and please
That's
don't
the
do that.
worst nickname
We're
ever.
not
I didn't give it to him. I mean, everybody
we're
can't,
not- but we can
everybody
stop
can't
it.
be the truth.
We,
I mean,
okay.
you know what I'm saying? Everybody can't
Let's
be
go to break.
You're right. It's only one Mr. Big
There's only
shot,
one.
too.
Oh, my God.
You did.
Kevin Love.
And I'm the oldest Jalen. I'm just
So
saying.
he doesn't
The household
expect
inner
another
city
record
name.
Yes,
setting
indeed.
night. Oh, but he says that
If you
I don't even
say
know why I'm asking.
multicultural,
I had no questions.
They naming cats in the inner city, dogs, everything after Jalen.